Welcome back again, everybody. This is Ron Ditmars talking to you from the Erasmus Academy recording studios, and Chris is our guest today. And we're going to go through the sentences just like we've done before, reading aloud, and then I'll ask questions about the structure of the sentence, and if you can try to ask yourselves how you would reply, that would be just great as we sort of unfold and move toward understanding what the sentences mean. Okay, these are somewhat complex, but this paragraph is a little bit more straightforward than the earlier one. Here we go. 28 Jahre lang war ich Mitglied der Bach Aria Group. Go ahead, Chris.
28 Jahre lang war ich Mitglied der Bach Aria Group.
Okay, so 28, the way they put numbers together, literally is 8 and 20. So 28, 23 would be 23, etc. So the verb is war, simply I was, and then Mitglied is a predicate noun. And can you see my mark here, Chris?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so how would you translate that first sentence? Pretty straightforward.
I would say for 28 years, I was a member of the Bach Aria Group.
Going on, das Kuriose war, dass ich die Sänger kopierte und, up to there.
Das Kuriose war, dass ich die Sänger kopierte und.
Now, you remember that adjectives made into nouns are given the abstract sense. So that which is curious, or that which is curious was, and then das introduces what? A subordinate clause or an independent clause?
A subordinate clause.
Good. The verb always comes at the end of those as the telltale to identify that structure. As I copied the singers, direct object here, and so sagten sie, where's the verb there? Is obviously sagten. And so that tells you that sie is not she, but they. So it can be either or by that form. Thus and so they said dative to me, they understood copied me. Okay, good. Let's go on. So kommen wir in einen Dialog, everybody?
So kommen wir in einen Dialog.
What is this? Is this a dative or accusative here in einen Dialog?
That's accusative.
It's so-called a directional accusative, which indicates into where. So thus we came. Kommen is a strong verb because it changes the vowel as it moves into the perfect tense. Thus we came into a dialogue. And going on, ich habe dadurch meinen eigenen Weg zu phrasieren gefunden. Everybody?
Ich habe dadurch meinen eigenen Weg zu Phrasen gefunden.
Good. And this is a good sentence to practice our method of identifying the verb first, subject second, and direct object. So where's the verb complex?
Habe gefunden.
Good, and that means, give us a pronoun.
I have found.
Perfect, okay. Remember the past participle floats out to the end of the clause of the phrase, giving its sentences interesting symmetry. And where's the direct object? Here's your subject is ich.
Weg.
Good. So just read the core sentence in German by itself.
Ich habe Weg gefunden.
It's good. So I have found, and then this is adjectives. I have found thereby, dadurch, my own way, and then zu phrasieren. So to phrase, basically, in a musical sense. Okay. Don't confuse it with rasieren, to shave. Okay.
Yeah, don't confuse those two.
That's right, yeah.
That would be dangerous.
That's right, that's right. Going on. Während ich spielte, sang ich dazu.
Während ich spielte, sang ich dazu.
Here's a verb. Is this strong or weak verb? Spielte.
That's a weak verb.
Yeah, because you just add the te. There's no vowel change there, as opposed to sang, which is a strong verb. The three principal parts are singen, sung, gesungen, which actually imitate directly the English. We get it directly from German. Sing, sang, sung. Okay, so as I played, I sang along. Going on. Ich versuchte, meine Phrasierung der Qualität der Stimme anzugleichen. Everybody?
Ich versuchte meine Phrasierung der Qualität der Stimme anzugleichen.
Very nicely done. So, and where's your verb complex?
Versuchte
Mhm.
anzugleichen.
Good, good. Very nice. So, versuchte, I tried, and then you have a complementary infinitive, to match. This means to make like, to make similar. So I tried to match, and then where's the direct object?
Meine Phrasierung.
Great. Okay. I tried to match my phrasing, and then this is actually a dative, which we indicate with carets. I attempted to match my phrasing to the quality, and then this is the genitive, which we indicate with a parentheses. Okay. So normally we box the verb, underline the subject, circle the direct object, and then carets around the dative and parentheses around the genitives. Okay. Und suchte eine Möglichkeit zu atmen. Everybody?
Und suchte eine Möglichkeit zu atmen.
And so, and I sought, and then where's the verb complex there?
It's just suchte.
Plus
Suchte zu atmen.
zu atmen.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, and I tried, and I sought to breathe. This is sort of metaphorically construed here. I sought to breathe a possibility to sought a, or you could say, and I sought a possibility to breathe. I.e., an opportunity to breathe is the sense of that. Just as geradezu, then wie es Sänger machen. Just repeat.
Geradezu wie es Sänger machen.
So here's your verb, just as or precisely as singers do. Here's the S, which is standing for the direct object, but it doesn't have to be translated. Just as singers do it, or simply do. Going on. Der Bogen muss mir für eine gute Phrasierung. Go ahead.
Der Bogen muss mir für eine gute Phrasierung
Zeit zum Atmen lassen.
Zeit zum Atmen lassen.
Okay, so where's the verb complex there, Chris?
Muss lassen.
Okay, and give us a pronoun and translate that.
It must breathe.
Well, it must allow, simply.
It must allow.
Yeah, and the subject is der Bogen, which is the the bow with which the cellist plays the strings, must allow, and then where's the direct object?
I'd go Zeit zum Atmen.
Good, yeah. Must allow for me time to breathe. Zeit zum Atmen. In this case, this is infinitive, or actually, this is infinitive made into a noun, so it's a gerund. Time for breathing for a good, and this is just a prepositional phrase, for a good phrasing. So the whole thing together, the bow must allow for me time for breathing, for the sake of, you could say, for the sake of a good phrasing. Going on. Das Vibrato muss mit dem Bogen zusammen. Go ahead.
Das Vibrato muss mit dem Bogen zusammen
eine schöne Phrase zu ihrem Höhepunkt führen.
Eine schöne Phrase zu ihrem Höhepunkt führen.
Good. Where's the verb complex?
Muss führen.
Good. Muss führen. Let me just hop up here. Okay. So from here down to here. Okay. Muss führen. What does that mean?
Must lead.
Good. Okay. So the vibrato must lead or must lead, and where's your direct object?
Phrase.
Yeah.
Eine Schöne Phrase.
This whole thing here, yeah. And if you really want to technically see how the verb trans um, uh, um, uh, transfers its action to the direct object, you would just draw an arrow like that. So the vibrato must lead a beautiful phrase, and then you could insert this wherever it fits, together the with the bowing to its climax, zu ihrem Höhepunkt. This is actually der Punkt, so this is why it's ihrem, to its high point, to its climax. Okay, going on. Vibrato und Bogen sind gleichermaßen nötig. Everybody?
Vibrato und Bogen sein gleichermaßen nötig.
Gut, gleichermaßen nötig,
Gleichermaßen.
musikalische Emotionen zu intensivieren.
Musikalische Emotionen zu intensivieren.
Good. Okay, so your verb in this one, up to the comma, is where?
Sind.
That means?
Are.
Yeah, so they are. So you're looking for a
They
plural
are.
subject. Vibrato and bowing are equally necessary, just a predicate adjective here, equally necessary. And then what's zu mean?
Zu is in order to.
Good. In order to intensify musical emotions, basically, and that's the direct object. Okay, just for the heck of it, why don't you just go, let's see, just go from here, ich versuchte, to the end of that phrase, just to get the sense of the flow of the sentences as people can follow along.
Okay, so I tried to match my phrasing to the quality of the voice and sought a possibility to breathe precisely as the singers do. The bow must allow me time for breathing for a good phrasing.
Great.
The vibrato must, together with the bowing, lead a beautiful phrase to its climax. Vibrato and bowing are equally necessary to intensify musical emotions.
Great. Okay. Really interesting writing, and hope your musical singing and playing is similarly uh, significant. Okay. Thanks so much for joining in, and talk to you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.